Fugo, you're in charge while Leone and I leave. Try not to blow up anything, and only answer the door if it's pizza or that Speedwagon Foundation Giorno mentioned, Bruno said, closing the door behind him. He and Leone were going out for a much-needed evening away from the kids. He loved his kids to death, of course, but he was itching to remedy a long-overdue crime spree with his partner. Bruno, we're gonna be late. Let's get moving, Abacchio protested. After a wonderful evening of robbing a bank, having dinner, probably starting and winning some fistfights, Bruno gazed out over the city of Naples, content with accomplishing his goal of eliminating the mafia's drug trade. He smiled, thinking of how it never would have happened if his crew hadn't supported him. Speaking of his crew, his thoughts drifted towards Giorno. The gang star had been acting stranger than usual. He expected some behavioral changes. After all, bearing the weight of a small empire is no easy feat, especially for a child. Bruno anticipated a changed sleep schedule, changes in appetite, and perhaps some overall grouchiness. Sure, he was correct about some things, but... Bruno, you're doing that thing again, Leone muttered, staring into the sunset. Doing what? You're worrying about things that don't need to be worried about. It's my job as capo. I must look out for my team, as well as complete missions without faltering. Even if that means risking my life. Bruno, please, Abacchio protested, grabbing the capo's arm. You gave us enough scares. Don't talk like that. All right, Bruno said, patting Abacchio's hand. Speaking of looking out for my team, has Giorno been acting more... Bruno paused, struggling to find the right word. Weird. Nah, the little twerp has been acting as strange as ever. Abacchio paused for a moment, remembering something. Actually, he has been drinking a copious amount of mango tea, and we better get some while we're out. Golden Fart gets antsy if he doesn't have his tea. Bruno laughed. All right, Abacchio. Hasn't he been sleeping during the day and staying awake almost all night? He's a teen, it happens. I'm more weirded out by him hanging upside down from the garden trees. The pair began to head back to their base, contemplating the reason for Giorno's strange new habits. The strangest of which being when the gang went to a new boba shop that opened down the street after a mission. Fugo ordered strawberry, Narancia ordered orange, Trish ordered raspberry, Mista just ordered some snacks for Sex Pistols, and Bruno decided on a blueberry drink. Fugo! How do you open these? Narancia impatiently tugged on the plastic lid. Fugo, equally struggling, scowled at the cup. You wouldn't have this trouble if you didn't order the drinks, Mista teased. You stabbed the lid with the pointed end like a Capri Sun, Giorno explained, fidgeting with the straw, clearly still stressed from the mission. Thank you, Giorno, Bruno smiled, taking his dawn's suggestion. Of course, Giorno replied. Afterwards, he promptly turned the cup sideways, bit into the cup, and started sucking the drink out. Giorno! How did you do that? Narancia demanded. Giorno shrugged. I don't know. I guess my teeth are just sharper. Narancia tried biting the cup from the side as well. However, as he already put the straw in, the boba drink spilled everywhere. Late that night, Giorno was up at midnight with a wicked toothache and a chip on his shoulder. Bruno suggested he chewed some garlic cloves, but Giorno declined, saying, The last time I had garlic, I had a terrible fever and a stomachache. Weird. Garlic used to not have that effect on me. By the time Bruno and Abacchio got home, the house was in anarchy. Giorno, don't be ridiculous. You can't possibly have two biological fathers, Fugo explained to a dazed Giorno. So you're like Alcicard from Helsing? Mista asked entirely seriously. Nah, he's more like the Count from Sesame Street, Trish laughed. Bruno stared at the DNA results in Giorno's hands from the Speedwagon Foundation. What's this all about? Before Giorno could speak up, Narancia interrupted, saying, Bruno! Giorno's half vampire, half British, half Japanese!